Hey everyone, this is BremSter, and today I'm recording Platformer from the Cagey Constraints Pack. I'm recording these all out of order and it's a bit all over the place, and I've been told this one is a walk in the park, but I don't know. I actually don't remember this one. I don't remember solving this one at all. It's possible I tested this one early, but I'm not sure I did. I can't see my name in the record of testing, but I may not have looked closely enough, so it could be there. What else should I look at? I don't know. I don't think I've got anything else to mention. So, because it's from the Cagey Constraints Pack. I'm recording all of them all over the place, and then when everything is ready, I'm going to put the pack together and go. This is me testing the puzzle effectively to know where I want to put it in the pack. So let's have a look at it. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the small top left corner of the cage. Digits may not repeat within a cage, which is not relevant for this, but we're using consistent wording through the whole pack. Digits on an arrow must sum to the digit placed in that arrow's circle. So the sum of those two digits goes there, the sum of those two digits go there. The inequality symbol, which is this down here, points to the lower of the two digits. So this is less than this, standard mathematical notation. That's what we've got. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Right. Well, there's no 3-cell arrows, but we do know the minimum we can put in any of the arrow circles is 5, because you need to make, well, not this one, but these ones, because you need to make these arrows up 2 different ways, and you can't. You make 3 is 1, 2, 4 is 1, 3, 5 could be made 2 different ways, but I don't think that's helping us. So they're all 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not that helpful. This one is higher, because the only way to make 15 is with either 6, 9 or 7, 8. So this is at least a 6. This is at least a 1. So this has to be at least a 7. There's only 2 ways to make a 6, which is 1, 5 or 2, 4. I don't think that's what I should be looking at. There's only 2 ways to make 5, which is 1, 4 or 2, 3. I don't think that's what I should be looking at. An 11 cage without a 7 in it. The maximum digit I could put an 8 in it. 8, 1, 2 is 11. There's no 9 in that cage. 9 in this row is in one of those 3 cells. If there is not a 9 here, the 9 would be here. There's not a force 9 here. I was about to say that would put 9 in one of those 3, and that would... Is there a 9 in a 20... Yeah, there is a 9 in a 22 cage. Because if I don't use a 9, I end up with 6, 7, 8. 7 and 8 is 15, add 6, I get to 21. There is a 9 in a 22 cage. Wait a minute. I can't put 9 in a 7 cage, so there's a 9 in one of those 2 cells. 7 cage is 1, 2, 4. I think there's roping going on. I think this puzzle has been roped. Yeah, there's roping going on. Okay, those 3 cells are 1, 2, and 4. I cannot put 1, 2, 4 into a 22 cage. If I put a 1 into a 22 cage, the other 2 cells would have to add to 21, which would mean they are 9 and 13, maybe? Something like that, which is blatantly dumb. If I put a 2 in, then the other 2 digits have to add to 20, which, okay, 9 and 12. If I put a 2 in, then I'm bad at maths. If I put a 2 in, then they'd have to add to 20, which would be 9 and 11, also bad. But if I put a 4 in, then they'd have to add to 18, which is still 9 and 9, which still doesn't work. So I can't put a 1, 2, 4 there. And because of the 1, 2, 4, I can't put 1, 2, 4 there. So these are 1, 2, and 4. Now, this is roping, because now I can't put 1, 2, 4 there or there. So this becomes blue. Now I could just highlight. This is yellow, this is green. Now, these 3 digits are the 3 yellow digits. Where do the 3 yellow digits go in this box? Well, they can't go there because whatever they are, 5, A and B. I can't put 5AB there because 5AB are here, and then they would see each other. And I can't put 5AB here because 5AB are different to 124, and these are 124. So this is 5AB, and therefore, where does 5AB go here? Well, yellow can't be in those three cells, so yellow is in those three cells. And now, just by what's left over, those are all green. So these sum to 22. So 22 and 7 is 29. Plus 5 is 34. Those sum to 11. Those sum to 11. Well, they're not 9, 3. They're not 8, 4. They're not 7. Hang on. Hang on. Let me do this again. 29. Yeah. 16 they sum to. These sum to 16. No, that... Why is my math... Hang on, this can't be right. 29. 45 minus 29 is 16. Oh, then there's 5. So it's 11. These sum to 11. Okay, 9, 2 doesn't work. 8, 3 works. 7, 4 doesn't work. 6, 5 doesn't work. This is 5, 3, 8. So this is 5, 3, 8, and I can't put 3 in here because both of these would be 1, 2. This is 3, 5, 8. What is wrong with me? This is lower than this, so this isn't the 8 and this isn't the 3. And these are just what's left over, which sum to 22, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Please tell me that 6, 7, and 9 sum to... 6 and 7 is 13, add 9, you get to 22. This is 6, 7, and 9. That's really cool. So this is 6, 7, and 9. This is 1, 2, 4, and I can get rid of the colouring. Ta-da! Now, this is 6 or 7. This is at least a 2. This is at least a 2 and cannot be higher than 3. This is 2 or 3, which means this is an 8 or a 9. 8 or 9 only, because it's at least 6 and 2. This can't be a 1, because if this is a 1, this is a 10. Ta-da! Okay. This can't be a 9. So this can't be a 4. If this was a 4, this would be 4, 6, 10. That's not a 4. 1, 6, 7 doesn't work. 2, 6, 8 work. This can't be a 5. That's just an 8. Because it can't be a 5, because if it was a 5, 6 plus minus 1. So there's no 8 here. Now these sum to 12, but this is an 8, so these have to sum to 4. So that's not a 5, that's a 3, and that's a 1. Oh, this is nifty. This is a really cool use of roping, by the way. This is now the 5. These sum to 8, which is 7, 1, or 6, 2. I'm running out of puff. Now, 2, 4. This has to... If this is a 1, the maximum this could be is 5. But this can't be a 5 because that's at least a 6. So this is not a 1. If it's a 2, this would be a maximum of 6, but it can't be because of that cell. So this can't be a 2. This is a 4 or a 5, which means this is a 1 or a 2. Can I take that any further? 4, 2... Actually... This can't be a 4. If this is a 4, 4, 2 does... If this is a 4, this is a 2 by Sudoku, and that can't be a 6. That's a 5. So this is a 1. Now, 5, 2 would make that 7. 5, 4 would make that 9. That is now an odd digit. It is odd. 7, 9. Which still allows both of those, but I now have a virtual 7, 9 pair. But this can't... Oh, this can't be, this could never have been a 9. I don't even know why I left it there. Stupidity. So if this is 7, this is 6, 1. If this is 9, well, this is 1, 2, or 3. Because 9 could be 6, 3, 7, 1, or 8, 2. 9 would make 5, 4. 7 would make 5, 2, 6, 1. Now that all seems to work, doesn't it? Oh, this is the 3, though. Because 5 made that 3, which means this isn't 3. So there's no 3 here, which means this can't be 6. No, it can. It absolutely can. 7, 6, 1 works, and 9, 7, 2, or 8, 1. That all works now. But this is only 1 or 2, which means this isn't 1, 2, 6. So there must be a 3 in this cage. Because the only ways of making 9 in 3 cells are 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. There's no 3 here. Can this be a 3? That would make this 1 and 2. Maybe. This would become 3, 5. 3 here, 5. 5 here, 3 here. So this is 2 or 3. So this is 8 or 9, giving me an 8, 9 pair in the box. What can this be? 1, 7 would work. 1 and 7. 2, 6. 3, 5. Well, 3, 5 would be in that order, but that all seems to work. This isn't 5 anymore. Okay. Oh, no. What? Oh, where's 5 in this box? This 5 is looking up. There's no 5 in the 11 cage. There's no 5 in the 5 cage, and that's no 5. This is a 5, putting 5 up here. Five is in one of those two cells now. That's not a 5, so that's not a 3. This is a 1, 2, 6, 7 quadruple. That's cool. So this is a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Well, I'm not putting 9 on an arrow. But the... Right. Right. So this is either 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. Now there's no 1 in either of those. There's no 3 or 5 here. This is now a 1, 2, 4 triple. This is 6, 8 or 9 because it's from 6, 7, 8, 9 and it's not a 7. There's no 7 here, by the way. But this now can't be a 5, because if this is a 5, this would have to be higher than 5, and it can't be. So this is a 3 or a 4. So this can't be a 2 or a 3. This is 4 or 5. But you must have, this is either 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. So this can't be the 4 or the 5. This can't be the 3 anymore. This is the 3. This isn't the 4. So this is either 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. 4 or 5. So this is 1 or 2. Because if this was 3 plus 3, this 3 plus 4 would make this 7, and it can't be. So this is 1 or 2. 2, 3, 5 would work. 1, 3, 4 or 1, 4, 5. All of those seem to work. Okay. That's a 1, 2 pair in the row. Okay. Now, 8 is in one of these 3. Because 8 can't be in those, and because of the 8, 9 pair, 8 can't be in those. So 8 is in one of those, but that can't be 8, because if this is 8, the minimum here is 6, and that would be already 14. So 8 is not here. 8 here would make this 1, 2. That seems okay. It would make this a 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be at least a 5. That seems okay. Okay. Oh, no. I saw something and then realized I was wrong about it. I was thinking this is a 5, so I know what that digit is. I would if I knew what that digit was, but I don't know what that digit is. Can this be 2, 4? If this is 6, 2, 4, this becomes 1, this becomes 2, 6. And this becomes 1, 7. That all looks okay. Okay, so I'm missing something. This was listed as a walk in the park, but I'm struggling a little at this point. I'm just missing something. 3? If this is 7, 8, this becomes 9. If this is 6, 9, however, that becomes 7 and that becomes 1. 6, 9, 7, 1. 6, 9, 7. If that's 6, 7, that becomes 9, that becomes 6. Actually, that doesn't work. No, it does work. So 9 is in one of those two cells. Because if this is 6, 9, that becomes 7. Otherwise, if this is 7, 8, that's a 9. 9 has to be in one of those two cells. But I don't know what that's doing for me either. 9 is in one of those two. Okay. What have I missed? This is the bit I hate where, oh, no, it's much more obvious than that. The 1, 2 is looking down, making that the 4. So this is the 9, and this isn't 6, 9. This is 7, 8. There you go. That was way easier. That becomes the 2. I knew there was something obvious I'd missed. This is 9 now, which is either 2, 7 or 1, 8. But this is a 7, 8. Is it this quadruple? 2, 3, 4, 6. So this is 4 or 6. 2 and 3 are in here. The 9 takes 9 out of there and there. 7, 8. So 8 is in here somewhere. 8, 1 would make that 2, 3. This can't be 2, 3 because of that cell. This is 1, 4, which means there's no 4 there. That cell having an impact on that 5 cage is another thing I missed. So these are 2, 3, 6, and 7. 6 and 7 must be in here. That's the 9. Which means 9 is in one of those 3. But we know 9 is in one of those 3. Can we put 9 in the 14 cage? We'd need 2 more digits adding to 5. I don't see why not. Oh, this 9 makes this 8. And that forces everything. The minimum digits here are 2 and 6, which sum to 8. Which means this is the 7. The 8 looks down, making that the 3 and that the 8. The 8 looks up, making this is the 9 now for various reasons. Now, if this is an 8, this would be 4, 4, and that doesn't work. This is the 1, this is the 4. That makes this the 7. Let's take 7 out of there. This is 3, 6, and 7 now. There's no 7 there. This is very cool. I say that a lot. But I'm not asking people to stop sending me cool puzzles because I like solving cool puzzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 9. But I can't put 9 in an 11 cage, or those two cells would have to sum to 2. That's the 5, that's the 9. This can't be an 8 anymore, or I blow the total. That's the 8. These have to sum to 6. So they're either 1, 5, which they can't be. That's 2, 4. Which means that's the 3. Which means this is still 1 or 2. There's no 3 in any of those. These are 4, 5, 9. But there's no 9 there. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6 and 7. If this is 6 or 7, this can't be a 6. And this now has to be 1, 2, or 3, and it can't be 2 or 3 because of the 2. This is the 1, this is the 2, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 4, which takes 4 out of there. This is so cool. So what's these? These are, hang on, no, the 7 makes this 6, which makes this 7. 1 and 7 is 8. These now have to sum to 6, but I know what these two digits are. 1, 2, 1 and 3. But the 3, 6, 7 is looking up. This is 1, this is 3. 1 and 8 is 9, so this is 5, this is 9. This better be a 6, which makes this an 8, which makes that a 7 and that an 8. The 7 looks down, making this the 6, this the 9, this the 7. The 8 looks down, making that the 5 and that the 8. This is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. This is why I love, there's no 4 here because of that. There's no 6 here because of that. That's the 9. This is why I love walk in the park puzzles, because you just find cool deductions and you don't have to sit there pulling your hair out for ages. Now this has to be 8. It's not 1, 7. It could be 2, 6. It can't be 3, 5. And that's it. So this is 2, 6. So there's no 6 here. There's no 2 here. The 1 looks down, making that the 4, and I take 4 out of there. The 7 looks down, making that 9. I take the 9 out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 3, and I take 3 out of there. I take 3 out of there. Oh, the 2, 6 pair takes 2 and 6 out of there. This is 1 and 7. That looks down, making this 2 and 6. The 9 makes this the 5. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9. Well, there's no 4 or 8 there. That's the 9. I take the 9 out. This is a 4, 8, and I'll use that 8 to make that the 4 and that the 8. The 4 looks across, making this the 6, which looks back, making that the 2 and that the 6. That takes 2 out of there. The 6 here, of course, made this the 7 and this the 1. This 4 looks up, making that the 2 and that the 4, which looks down, making this the 1 and this the 2. This 7 looks across, making this the 6, which makes this the 3 and this the 7. This is a triple, which is 2, 3, 4. There's a 2 and a 4 in row 5, so that becomes the 3. I use the 2 in row 6 to make that the 4 and that the 2. The 4 looks up, making that the 6 and that the 4. I use the 1 that's already in row 3, that one right there, to make that the 2 and that the 1. I could have used the arrow for the same thing, but I didn't because I got distracted by other things. I didn't miss it, I just didn't get to it yet. That was awesome fun. Platformer by rockratzero. Yep, that is an absolutely beautiful walk in the park. That is exactly what we want. 15 to 20 minute puzzles. I did it in just over 20, but I was explaining as I was going. Great fun. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.